We are headed into prime time for Power Plant Lake bass fishing and catfishing around our 4-state region. And on this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week, I'm going to give you a 3-for-1 special. Now, everybody knows about the famous power plant lakes like Monticello and Fayette County and Gibbons Creek, but I'm going to give you 3 little-known power plant lakes over in East Texas that don't receive near the fishing pressure that some of the others do. And let's start off near Longview, Texas at Brandy Branch Reservoir on my Lowrance HDS 10. Brandy Branch is 10 miles east of Longview. It's 1,200 acres with a max depth of 50 feet, filled in 1983, and got lots of hydrilla beds. The lake is fairly low now, but plenty accessible to boaters. Next, we show you Martin Creek Lake, 3 miles southwest of Tatum, Texas. It's 5,000 acres, 35 feet max depth, filled in 1974. We zoom in and show you the Navionics Hot Maps Platinum chart for some detail, and there are lots of shallow water grass beds and stumps to fish in this lake, which is about 5 feet low now. The ramp is a little iffy. The lake has lots of shallow stumps. The locals say to go at idle speed if you don't know the lake. And lastly, we show you Welsh Lake, 10 miles southeast of Mount Pleasant, Texas. It's 1,300 acres, 50 feet max, filled in 1976. Now, there are not a lot of grass beds in this lake, but there is a lot of standing timber. We switched to the Navionics Hot Maps Platinum to locate a great overhead shot of the power plant on the left with the intake and hot water outlet. This is really a good bass lake with lots of bottom structure to fish. Now, these lakes will be good all winter long, no matter how cold it gets, because once again, that water is artificially warmed. That's this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week. Stay with us. When we come back, Cajun Phil and Kevin are up next from Louisiana.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by quality award-winning Tracker Boats. Fish the finest. By Lowrance, makers of the HDS, High Definition Systems. And by Jean LaRue Lures and Bobby Garland Baits. Quality soft plastic baits made in Oklahoma with American pride.
Oh, there's one. Whoa. Back this other way. You come back this other way. Welcome to Squaw Creek, everybody. He took right in the top of the head. And I told you these fish were healthy. They're fat. I want you to look. Oh, I got him on, again, a Texas rigged. That one was on a biffle bug. Look how wide and fat and well fed those fish are. Eating a lot of shad, a lot of small minnows in this lake. Let's put him back. I want to tell you a couple of things here real quick. I've learned something about this lake. Only gotten to fish it today a few hours. A lot of the little thin cover, the little thin brush that used to line the shorelines is gone now. You can see behind me. This is just a smooth, rocky ledge bank. So that's going to push these fish more out onto offshore structure. So you're going to have to come here, use your sonar, your electronics, and find some drop-offs, some ledges, some humps, and I think that's where the fish are going to go. It's a great catfish lake. Got a lot of reports of some fantastic catfishing. In fact, show you just a quick little video clip or two of opening day here back in June, and everybody on the lake was catching catfish. We'll come back and do some more next spring here and pass that along to you as well. Right now, here's Cajun Phil and Kevin with Cajun Bites.
Hi friends, Cajun Phil here with your Fox, Louisiana Fishing Report. Well, I tell you what, it's been pretty chilly the last couple of weeks, but the bass fishing, it's pretty good. Talked to Joe Johnson, he said the Cajun, the water is still really low at the Lita Bend right now, but they're still catching lots of bass. He said they're moving in the shallow water. Spinnerbait seems to be the key. He's been throwing the Stanley spinnerbait, and he's been catching lots of bass. He said it won't be but a couple of weeks. The big old white perch are going to start hitting up on the Lita Bend. As far as here in southwest Louisiana, Captain Kevin, he's been duck hunting just about every morning. Just got off the phone with him. He said he's killing limited duck every day. Today they had duck and some big old speckle bellies. As far as the fishing goes here in southwest Louisiana, Captain Mark Hughes, well, he's catching lots of big slab flounder. Right now the flounder up and down the Chip Channel, pretty easy picking to get a limit of flounder right here in southwest Louisiana. I talked to Jeremy Waltrip. Jeremy said he went wade fishing in that cool weather a couple of days ago. Caught a limit of redfish all on topwater lures. Yesterday he went out through nothing but grub, thunder, popping carp. Caught a limit of speckled trout. So it's pretty hot and heavy right now, whether you want to go hunting or fishing here in Louisiana, whether you want to go saltwater or freshwater.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Abu Garcia for life, by Navionics. We start where the road ends. By Whataburger, just like you like it. And by Mercury Outboards, #1 on the water. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Ask the Pro feature, brought to you by Stren, the standard of dependability. Our question this week is from Dustin in Texas, who asked, what is the crappie fishing technique called strolling? For the answer, let's check with Mr. Crappie himself, Wally Marshall.
A lot of folks across the country over the years, especially in the southeast, you know, your South Carolinas, Floridas, Alabamas, people do a technique called trolling. There's actually several different kinds of trolling. There's actually pushing and pulling. You can actually troll baits behind your boat. If you're going to be pushing, we take our long rods, spider rig them out on rod holders, and you're using rods anywhere from 10 foot up to 18 foot in length, so you can cover a wide spread of water. And the reason they call it strolling is because you're moving at a slow pace, less than 1/4 mile an hour, looking for brush tops and ledges to catch those crappie on.
Thank you, Wally. If you have a question for one of the pros, visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Click on the Stren, Ask the Pro link, and send us your information. Now, here's Barry with our Whataburger Big Catch of the Week.
This week's Big Catch of the Week winner is Alan Ehlers of Irving, Texas, shown here with his 10-pound largemouth bass caught at O.H. Ivy Lake in West Texas. He caught it on a chatterbait. If you'd like to enter your big fish photo in our Big Catch of the Week contest, simply go to our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Top right of the front page is the members area where you'll sign up to become a member of our fan club. It is free. Also, don't forget about our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com, search for Southwest Outdoors Report with Barry Stokes. You'll get lots of Facebook-only content, and if you want to see it all, click the like link, and you'll get all of our content posted to your account, your wall on Facebook. And we are back at Squaw Creek Park right now with the boat ramp and the docks right here in the background, and we are joined by Ashley Montz, who is the Media Relations and Public Relations spokesperson for Luminant. And Ashley, thanks so much for letting us on the lake today. We've had a great time, great fishing out here. Let's talk a little bit about how those folks can get on the lake and do some fishing for themselves.
Absolutely, one-stop shop for you. Luminant.com/Squaw Creek Park. All the information you need is available on that webpage. We're talking about hours, reservation information, everything you need. And most importantly, I do want to stress, if you're bringing a boat out, you do need to make a reservation. Reservations open up starting on Monday, and you can make reservations for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We only have 100 spots, so do make a reservation.
First come, first serve, right?
Yes.
Now, if you don't have a boat and want to get on the lake, you can still come out here and do some bank fishing.
Absolutely. Bank fishing is open Thursday through Sunday. No reservations required, so just bring your rod and show up.
And even if folks wanted to come out, there's a nice park facility here for a picnic or maybe a little bit of hiking, that kind of thing around here. So you don't have to be a fisherman to enjoy Squaw Creek Park.
Sure. We're always excited to have folks come out here and enjoy our facilities, and we look forward to seeing more folks come out.
It's a fantastic facility, back open again. We are so glad it is. Very excited for the future of this location here. Hey, I want to mention before we get out of here that we will be back on next week in our regular time, but I did want to say that there's only 2 weeks left in this season in leading up to our season ending special. We'll have that here in a couple of weeks. Be sure and join us for that. Ashley, thanks so much for letting us in the park. We've had a great time today, great fishing. Come on out and enjoy Squaw Creek Lake and Squaw Creek Park. We'll see you next week. Until then, I'm Barry Stokes saying be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.